All right, let's dive in. Today we're talking about something absolutely crucial, how a simple request from a client gets turned into a full-blown, ready-to-go project. Now I want you to think about this not as boring paperwork, but as a high-stakes relay race. It's a race against the clock where every single handoff, every single step has to be perfect if we want to win.
So what's the real difference maker here? What separates a project that kicks off in total chaos, with missed details and tons of confusion, from one that launches with absolute military-grade precision? Well, the answer is having a rock-solid, standardized process. It's our playbook, the one that everyone follows every single time. It's the difference between a messy scramble and a perfectly executed race.
So, our race has 5 crucial legs. We'll start at the gun, then cover that critical first handoff. After that, we'll build a project's framework, assemble our all-star team, and finally, define the mission in crystal clear detail. If we get any of these wrong, we risk dropping the baton, and nobody wants that.
Now, every race needs a finish line, right? And these are our official times to beat. These are our key results, what we're actually aiming for. We've got to acknowledge the client within 24 hours, create the project shell within 48, and get all the tasks detailed out within 72. This, right here, is what winning looks like for us.
And we're off. The race begins with leg 1, the IHS request receipt. This is literally the starting gun. The second that official request lands from our client, IHS, our clock officially starts ticking.
Our first runner out of the blocks is the Ego Job Management team. They have 3 really important jobs. First, they get that official purchase order or email. Second, they immediately scan it to make sure nothing is missing or confusing. And third, and this is so important, they send a formal acknowledgement back. This is us officially saying we've got the baton and the race is on.
And here's our first big deadline. That acknowledgement has to go out within 24 business hours, no exceptions. This sets the pace for the entire project. It's our very first promise to the client that we're on top of it, and we absolutely have to keep it. Okay, now for a super critical moment in the race. The second leg, our first handoff. This is where we pass the baton from that external client communication to our own internal team. A clean, seamless handoff here is, well, it's everything. So Ego Job Management's leg isn't finished until they pass that baton cleanly to the energy traders team lead. And listen, this isn't just a quick, hey, we got a new project message. It's a formal notification, and it has to include all the documents. Then, the team lead has to confirm they've got it. Nothing, absolutely nothing can get dropped between the runners.
And guess what? A new clock starts ticking. Ego Job Management has another 24 business hours from when they acknowledged IHS to get this internal handoff done. The urgency just keeps rolling. It gets passed right along with the baton.
With the baton successfully passed, we're on to the third leg, building the project shell. Now the Energy Traders team lead takes us to what I like to call the digital racetrack, our project management tool, Task Manager. This is where the project gets its real, official structure.
Okay, so the team lead's first job is to build the project a home inside Task Manager. That means creating a new project, and you got to use the exact naming convention, like IHS diesel support, state, month/year. Then, fill out every single required field. Why are we so strict about this? Because consistency is everything. It makes sure anyone can find the project and that our automated reports actually work later. It's non-negotiable.
For this part of the race, the deadline gets a little longer. It's 48 business hours, and that's because getting this foundation right is just so critical. This step guarantees we have one central, standardized place for every single thing that happens next.
All right, next up is leg 4, assembling the team. A relay race isn't much without its runners, is it? Now that we've built the track, it's time to get the right people assigned to run the race with us.
The team lead is still carrying the baton for this leg. Their job is to add every single person needed for the project into Task Manager. And then, and this is a big one, they have to formally notify them. It's not enough to just add their name to a list. Everyone needs to know, hey, you're in this race, and here's what the finish line looks like. And this has to happen fast. The entire team has to be assigned and notified within 24 business hours of the project being created. There's just no time to waste here. We need our team ready to hit the ground running.
We're on the final leg of our setup race. This is all about defining the mission. The team is here, the track is ready. The very last step before we can really start running is to give every single person their specific instructions.
So the team lead takes the entire project and breaks it down into small, specific actionable tasks. Every single task gets assigned to one person, and every little detail gets filled out. Believe me, this is way more than a to-do list. It's a detailed mission plan for every single member of the team.
And this is just a perfect illustration of what a great task looks like. It's not just do this. It's who does it, what it actually entails, what the deliverable is, like specific quantities or locations, and a crystal clear definition of what done means, plus a specific list of evidence required to prove it's done, and of course, a hard deadline. There is absolutely zero room for confusion here.
Here we have it, the final and longest deadline of the whole setup phase, 72 business hours. Within that time, every single task has to be created, assigned, and completely defined. The second this clock stops, our project is officially ready for execution.
So after all that running, what's the big payoff? It's pretty simple, really. This isn't just about process for process's sake. It's about setting ourselves up to win. Following these steps guarantees that we launch every single project for success, making sure we're on time, we're efficient, and we are 100% compliant.
So, the plan is locked in, the runners are at their marks, and the track ahead is clear. By following this playbook, we've done everything we possibly can to ensure a smooth, fast, and successful race. The only question left is, are you ready to run?